scientific study of RIG VEDA, class 39. Today we are going through the Mandal-1, Sooktha 16 or 16. Here the Devata is Indra. Here we are going to explain the induction of electricity inside a coil. That is magnetic electric induction. If we move a coil inside a flux, then that magnetic flux will induce a current inside that coil. That is the principle behind the generator. Production of electricity in the generator. That principle, induction of electricity inside a coil due to the movement of the coil inside a flux, magnetic flux. It induces electricity inside the coil. Now let us go through the first mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 16-1. ഋഷി മേധാതിഥി കണ്വൻ, ദേവത ഇന്ദ്രൻ, ഛന്ദസ് ഗായത്രി. ആത്വാവഹന്തു ഹരയോ വൃഷണം സോമപീതയേ ഇന്ദ്രത്വാ സുരചക്ഷസഹാം.
It tells Indra to come with his light energy. Light energy like horse. That means horse is energy. Energy should be in the form of light. Indra should come with the horse or energy in the form of light. That form of light is magnetic flux. Magnetic flux is another form of electromagnetic pulses. Magnetic pulse also is a pulse that is almost in the light form, light energy form. So come with that power. Indra should come with this horse, that is with energy in the form of light, that is magnetic flux. For what? To take the input soma. So here this Indra is the coordinator of all these activities. It is coming with his horse. Horse means energy, horsepower, energy in the form of light, that is in the form of waves. Light means wave form. Come in the wave form, that is magnetic flux. Now let us go through the second mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 16-2. ഇമാ ധാനാകൃതസ്നുവോ ഹരി ഇവോപവക്ഷതഃ ഇന്ദ്രം സുഖതമേ രഥേ.
It says Indra should come with his two horses. He should come in his chariot with two horses. Two horses means to produce this flux there are two magnetic poles, north pole and south pole. In between this light type wave is forming, force is coming, that is magnetic flux. And he should there the ghee, Sooktha ghee. Sooktha ghee means light type ghee. Ghee means this ghee is neither solid, fully solid, or neither fully liquid. It is an in-between type. That is the essence of this magnetic flux. It is like in such a form. So the input here is this magnetic flux, that is like ghee. Ghee is neither solid nor liquid. So it is in a wave like that. Ghee is a particular form. Likewise, this magnetic flux is neither a beam of light or a matter. In between, that is a particular type of thing is the magnetic flux. So that is the. Now let us go through the third mantra. So wherever there is the mention of ghee, snigdha ghee. Snigdha ghee means a ghee-like structure, but with the form of a light. Light in the form of a structure that is like that of a ghee. That is neither solid nor liquid. Likewise, that means this magnetic flux is neither a light-like structure or a wave-like structure. In between, a type of energy is that magnetic flux. Now let us go through the third mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 16-3. ഇന്ദ്രം പ്രാതർഹവാമഹ ഇന്ദ്രം പ്രയത്വധ്വരേ ഇന്ദ്രം സോമസ്യ പീതയേ.
Now in the early morning we are calling this Indra to attend this work or attend this operation. Some operation is going to take place. That is, we are going to move the coil inside the flux. Then Indra is the coordinator which converts magnetic flux into electrical flux, electrical wave, magnetic flux into electricity, or it will induce electricity in the coil. So we are calling Indra so early. First we should call the Indra. The presence of Indra is required there. It is converting this magnetic energy into electrical energy. So in the early morning means Indra should be invited at the earliest. So he is taking all the coordination activities there to complete this energy conversion from magnetic to electrical. Now let us go through the fourth mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 16-4. ഉപന സുതമാഗഹി ഹരിഭിർ ഇന്ദ്രകേശിഭിഃ സുദേഹി ത്വാ ഹവാമഹേ.
It tells Indra should come with his horse, which possess a number of hairs, hair-like structures. That is, this energy is with a number of hair-like structures. Energy is horse, because here the mechanical energy, horsepower or mechanical energy is going to apply in the coil. That is, this mechanical energy is going to apply in the flux, electric flux, because this coil is to be moved inside the flux to induce electricity in it. In generator, if it is moving in this direction, electricity will induce in it. If the coil is moving in this direction, if we apply the force in a different direction inside the flux, it will induce in the electricity. So the direction of force is different. But actually in the generator, the armature is rotating. That the force is applying in this direction. If we apply force in this circular direction, then there will be tangential forces in different directions. If you move this coil, rotate the coil in this direction, if we rotate it in this way, then forces will be different. Forces are acting in the tangential direction. So this force, this is the force, a number of forces are acting tangent to the circle. So there are a number of forces. These forces are going to cut the magnetic flux which is going through the system. That means the generator principle is magnetic fluxes are in this flowing in this way, and this coil is to be rotated inside this flux, so that it will cut to the magnetic flux. While this armature is rotating, its coils will cut to this one, so a current is induced in this. So to produce current in the coil, we should cut the flux. We are cutting it several times. If it is rotating in this way, each coil is going to cut it. That is, the force acting is tangential to it, and so a number of forces are that is represented as hair. There are a number of hairs on its course. Force means force. There are a number of forces. That means either it should be rotated, that is easy. To produce electricity, it is turning the coil. But instead of turning it, if you move it in different direction, that also will induce current inside that coil. So different types of force in different directions are required. That is produced by rotating the coil inside the flux. So Indra should come with the hose with a number of hairs. Now let us go through the fifth mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 16-5 സേമം ന സ്തോമമാം ഗഹ്യുവേദം സവനം സുതം ഗൗരോ ന തൃഷിതപിബാം.
It tells Indra to come after hearing our Sooktha, Stotra. Stotra means Sooktha or Vedic mantras or science principles. Indra should come there based on science principles to convert this electrical flux into magnetic flux into electricity. So the principle is, if there is magnetic flux, if we move a coil inside this magnetic flux so as to cut it several times, then and on each time when it cuts the flux, an electricity is induced in it. That is the method by which electricity is producing. So Indra should come after accepting our science. That is, we are science principle. That is, we are going to apply here. That is what it says. Now sixth mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 16-6 ഇമേ സോമാസ ഇന്ദവ സുദാസോ അതി ബർഹിഷി താം ഇന്ദ്ര സഹസേ പിബ.
It says, we are placing this soma inside this kushasana. Kushasana means kusha is grass, a type of grass. It is like a wire. Kushasana means wire means there are a number of wires are there. It is like a seat. Asana means seat. So the coil is, a number of coils are wound very near to each other so that it forms a seat for the electron or electricity that is induced in it to stay there. That means electricity is storing in this coil, induced into this coil. That coil is represented by Kushasana, Kusha grass. Like a Kusha grass, it is that coil is, that wire is like a Kusha grass. That is a seat. This is the seat for the electrons to occupy, to induce in that coil. So we paste the Kushasana, Kusha seat or seat made of Kusha, or in modern science, coil. This is the coil formed by wounding a number of turns of the copper insulated wire. So that is the seat. So you should come there with this force to cut the flux, so that in that coil electricity may be induced. Now let us go to the 7th mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 16-7 അയം തേ സ്തോമോ അഗ്രിയോ ഹൃദിസ്പൃഗസ്തു ശംതമഃ അഥാ സോമം സുതം പിബാം.
It says these trokas are very effective, excellent. That means this electric principle, electricity can be produced by moving a coil inside a flux, so that it induces electricity inside the coil. If any coil tries to cut any flux, electricity may be induced in it. That is the very important stotra that is responsible for our well-being, because after producing electricity, all the progresses in this universe is due to the production of electricity in the coil. So it gives us joy and happiness and everything like that. That electrical principle is one of the most important scientific law, which helps to produce electricity, by which all the progresses in this universe is due to the discovery of this electricity by this method, by this mantra. Now let us go through the 8th mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 16-8 വിശ്വമിത് സവനം സുതമിന്ദ്രോ മദായ ഗച്ഛതി വൃത്രഃ സോമപീതയേ.
So if we arrange such a system, it says, if we arrange such a system for Indra, Indra will definitely come there and gives us all types of prosperity and luxury, everything, due to his action in this coil, in this system. It gives us electricity, it converts magnetic flux into electricity, and it will be helpful for our development of our nation. All the progress is related with the production of electricity. Now this is the last mantra, is the 9th mantra.
മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 16-9 സേമം ന കാമമാ പ്രണഗോഭിരശ്വൈഷതക്രദോ സ്തവാമാത്വാ സുഥ്യഃ.
It says Indra should give us Gokal. Gokal means, as per modern science, as per Veda, it is electron. It gives us electrons. Electrons means the flow of electrons in the coil is called electricity. A number of Gokal or electrons are induced inside the coil, so that we will get electricity and gives us Ashwa. It gives us Ashwa also. Ashwa means horsepower, electricity, energy, electrical energy. So it gives us electrons, that is, the flow of electron is electricity, and this electricity is another form of force or energy, that is electrical energy, and it will satisfy all our needs, due to which we will be satisfied, because we got such a precious energy which is will be helpful for the development of our country, for the progress. All the progresses in this universe is related with the discovery of discovery of electricity based on this principle, and it is due to the influence action of Indra there in the system. So it says we are praising Indra for doing such a wonderful thing in the system. It converts electromagnetic flux into electrical energy in the system. Actually, that principle is used in the production of generators. Generator is the equipment which produces electricity, and inside it there is Kusha grass, as per Veda, that is magnetic coil. Copper insulated coil is there, that is Kusha seed, where this electricity or electron or ball is going to store due to the induction of electricity in it, due to the movement of the force. Coil is moving by applying force. Force is represented by force in the Vedas, and Indra is the coordinator that take part in that system. It controls the system, all the activities in the system, and it converts magnetic flux into electrical energy.